Hello everybody, I hope you can hear me. It is snowcat season again. I'm hoping to do some better live streams this year. If you guys have subscribed to me, thank you for that. I did a few live streams last season. However, they went the best. So yeah, it was fun. I'm going to try and keep it around 2 hours this year, so I'm going to try and set up a timer on my phone here. 2 hours. Just so I know when to stop. Last year I tried to go for a while, but yeah, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted to. Kind of shut itself off around 4 hours, so that was fun. Got some music playing as well. So I'm gonna get going here in a second. I was just setting up stuff, getting situated in the old cat here. Getting something down the gullet, and we'll get going here. But I'm gonna go do some teaching areas for the first little bit of the shift here. And then we'll see what's going on elsewhere. So yeah. I wish I had a phone holder in this cat. I don't. It's kind of annoying. It's gonna go in here, I suppose. Don't roll around too much. Okay. The old 600. Working here. Just. Powder bar was on the freaking ground there. Alright, here we go. Wait for these guys to go and then we'll go. At the moment, if you leave a comment, that's awesome. I can't really see your comments while I'm live streaming here. And I'll rework the little thumb clip or thumbnail later. Maybe I'll take a photo later tonight and do it that way. But yeah. Wait for traffic to clear here. Alright, we are clear. Nothing else is floating in here. We're good. Here we go. Brings off, brings off. Why is it not locked? Yes, I do drive around with my door open. I like having my window open. Sorry, not my door, my window open. I like having my window open. I like having a fresh breeze in from time to time. Operator's choice, you know. Chugga chugga. While we're still sitting on the old shop floor here, concrete and dirt under everything right now still. If I jump at the radio, it's because the volume's turned all the way up and I like to jump at radios. That's another thing that keeps me awake out here. Getting on snowpack here. Yes, we're flying up. There we go. Whee! Battery. Still early season. There's a lot of stuff that is going on at the moment. Is this actually on? It is on.
it won't be exactly a reflection of last night, but I'm gonna kind of have somewhat the same thing. Copy. I'm ready when you are.
I got some new guys figuring out how to lead the pack right now, which is quite nice. It means it's not all on me to lead the pack like it was kind of last year. We do a lot of pack grooming for our till terrain, especially here. There's not a lot of open terrain out here at the moment. We have a small percentage of our runs open at the moment. There's a whole bunch of snowmaking going on in spots, and in other spots we are waiting for Mother Nature to do her thing so we can have more snow, which is taking a little bit. So, yeah. This is just a snowmobile access road that we like to keep open for them, keep them hard packed so that...
Be careful blading on crosscuts. You did a really good job pushing all this out, trying to cover it up with dirt. Copy.
But yeah, for folks who aren't too versed into snowmobiles, hard pack's better than powder, I believe. I'm not entirely into snowmobiles just yet, but yeah, this is a snowmobile route for them.
I didn't realize. Give me a second.
Okay. Do one little backup here, and then we'll keep going. I'm gonna turn these freaking speakers off. Oh, come on. Alert. It's weird. Oh, what? Alright, there we go. So what I was fiddling with
We'll be
is
back for it.
majority of the machines in the world, there's a way you can actually tell your tiller to lift up if you accidentally pull back on your FNRs. In this cat, I don't have a big yoke in front of me for steering. I have two sticks in my left hand. They're called the FNRs, forward, neutral, reverse. Basically, there's no brake on them. The brake is a parking brake position. And I can't see crap behind me right now. There we go. But what I was going on about is there's a way you can tell this machine to say, hey, if I'm backing up, I don't want the tiller to spring up on me. And I use that because I actually, when I'm backing up, just so I have better visibility. You know, I'm looking forward at the moment. I'm using my mirrors to kind of figure out where my tiller is located at. This is just a small little backup spot for a lift, a mid-load access for a lift. I can't go all the way to the lift access because we are running out of snow and it gets rather thin, but I can get them a decent tilt pass back here for the majority of it. It is super stuck though, so I creep and curl back in here. Like this speedometer, if it's correct, it's showing me moving less than about a mile an hour. It's that right there, below the tack, or in the tack anyway. But yeah, there's no reason to move fast in here, especially since there's a whole bunch of trees and there's a hillside, and I'd rather not break a tiller. I have backed into a tree before and I've broken a few pieces on the tiller, and it's not fun to explain that to the mechanic of like, how did that happen? Like, well, I backed into a tree because I wasn't paying attention. Couple nights, so this is a little bit different. I can't do pre-offs. I can run pretty much any cat we have at this mountain, with the exception of a little 100 that's pretty old. But then again, I'm not really wanting to run it. I mean, I'll run it just so I can say I can run it, but I don't. Other than that, I have no interest in running that 100. It's a funny little cat. Alright, out we go. little hard right now just because our days have been so warm. Our days are pushing into the 40 degrees, maybe mid 40s, which sucks because it's mid-December. It is the 13th or 14th of December now. 14th, Sunday the 14th at the moment. I always get confused because I wake up before before the day changes. So I wake up. This year I'm waking up about 10:20 p.m. and then you know, making sure I'm ready for work and then driving over a mountain pass to get to work. So it's about what's going on. Oops. Crawl out of that guy for a second. I think I'm missing a few lights and some shit too, I think. Blind spots. This doesn't seem to be as bright as I would like it to be. Drop back down here for a second.
Be a second. No, hang on.
There's a little bit of it until I'm not going to be able to get to just because of where it's located. But as long as it's not all tracked up and not all wavy and holy, it'll be fine. And I'm going to do this because I wanted it. I don't want to go back over here, but I guess I will. My tiller here. This is all natural snow. They asked for a pack out around this lift yesterday, and I did that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can see my old tilt passes under this. And there's some, ow, ow, ow. There's the old tilt passes under here. I'm just going to put one around there for now, but it is super thin. I don't want to do much more than I have to. You can overwork snow areas, like thin spots especially, and you can actually start bringing up dirt, smearing dirt through everything. That's no fun for anybody. So, pretty much this close to me. I'm not finished. There might be a little bit of some of the traffic in there, but I'm going to leave it now. operators are in here for 8 to 10 hours a day, maybe, or a shift, depending on where you are, maybe a bit shorter than that.
The cocksuckers did put a single bamboo in the ground. Got one just off to my right. This is about the only thing. I'm watching third. That's fine.
Those guys are kind of upset if you heard that radio transmission. We're having a Rockstar event here soon, and they're wanting this whole platform built out, or a series of platforms built out, so they can put up event tents and this and that, and it's been a project. A couple of these platforms are about 50 feet width or in length.
No, Clayton and I will be out of our cab for a minute. Anybody have a handheld radio though?
But it's a sizable project. They've been working on it for the past few days, and a 50-foot platform that's flat. They're doing like 2 or 3 of them, all in sequence. It's a tiered thing. But,
So,
yeah.
Connor, these 4x 14 feet long, excuse me, and they're in the ground about an arm length distance, and then they're just frozen in with water and packed down, and then they use a level, and all those are installed, and then we call it.
Alright.
Copy.
Before I get to the teaching areas, I'm going to take care of this load.
So today it'll freeze tonight, and tomorrow they'll hang tomorrow.
This condition is chilly. But if you just tilt this over, you can set up for the
So you got
big
their work up here,
area.
and it looks like plenty of snow up here, Connor.
But
I'll let you
guys,
make an
don't.
executive decision if you want to refresh that work pile that's up pass on it as well. Copy.
See where they got the fencing for the maze. Tried it out for a few days. My just kind of fool a little bit, trying to do. First graders are also designed to go backwards, which is quite nice. You can see it's a little bit more flat in front of me, nice and fluffy now. And then kind of tilt this a little. But you can see it's a little bit flatter there. Just keep on. Here with a hand tool and a rake. These would ask for being a lifty myself, a smaller area for about a year-ish, maybe a bit more. I definitely have had some experience behind a rake and shovel, but now I get to operate a power rake, really.
It'll be E2 trail. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, how are you guys doing tonight? We're doing alright. We'll have a cat freed up to run routes and help you guys out here in a little bit. Yeah, no rush on that for sure, but definitely we'll need some travel routes on Lower Forget-Me-Not, Fort Mary B, and Park Lane as well. Just wanted to check with you guys if it was on your radar as well. We have a techno at the lane that's not working for us, and they were talking about swapping that out tonight. Yeah, copy that. I'll get those routes refreshed for you. What time do you want to plan on moving that techno? Top of freeway or park lane? Yeah, Pete said he could be ready for that in half an hour. That gun at Park Lane is already ready to be moved. It's buttoned up and everything. And then I believe there's a good techno by the vehicle maintenance shop as well to replace it with. Copy that. Sweet, thanks guys. I'm gonna bounce over back to 9 and Pete should be out there, so if you guys want to contact him when you're ready, he'll help you out.
There we go.
Copy that, thank you.
Alright, let's get this tilled out now. Pass coming down here is not the best, but it'll work. Cutter bar a little deep in the snow there. Okay. You see where I'm going. There are no backup sensors in these machines, which I'm personally thankful for. I don't think they would really work anyway. They'd probably get too iced over. Yeah. So everything is spatial awareness right now. What sign? And we're telling. Yeah, no backup sensors, no blind spot sensors. It's all about the operator's spatial awareness. So that's why I love my mirrors. That one needs to be cleaned. So I just really should have looked at that a little bit better during my pre-check, but yeah. All the way out here. There we go. There you go, back. That ain't looking too bad. Softening up with the blade is a good thing to do for this as well, just because it is so hard. Your blade can kind of start the softening process, and in fact it is actually one of the processes, or one of the ways that the machine actually processes snow, so it can actually start laying it out. There are being still with me? I'm not sure.